Welcome back to English from A to Z, English in real life. I want to ask you something. Have you ever found yourself lying wide awake in the middle of the night, just staring at the ceiling, asking that one single, incredibly frustrating question? Why can't I sleep? Ugh, we've all been there, right? And it's such a lonely feeling. Well, today, we're going to follow the story of someone who took that very question and turned it into this incredible journey of discovery.
Yup, his name is Adam, and his struggle with rust, well, it ended up becoming about so much more than just getting a good night's sleep. So let's dive in. Okay, so let's meet Adam. Picture this. He's a busy college student, doing well, juggling classes and life. And sleep? Sleep was never a problem for him. It was just easy. Until one night, completely out of the blue, it wasn't. It started with just that one bad night. You know, the kind you just blame it on too much coffee or something. But then it happened again and again. And pretty soon, this pattern set in. The nights just felt endless, and the mornings, they were just miserable. His energy was shot, his focus in class, totally gone. So after lying awake at 3 a.m. for what felt like the 100th time, Adam just decided that's it. He had to face this thing head on. He wasn't just going to lie there and suffer anymore. He was going to figure out what was happening to him.
And of course, his research quickly gave his problem a name: insomnia. But, putting a clinical label on it didn't really capture the feeling at all. For doctors, it's a condition you manage. But for Adam, it felt way more personal than that.
And that's the real difference, isn't it? A technical definition is one thing, but what he was actually experiencing felt like this constant uphill battle against his own mind. A battle he kept losing night after night. It was absolutely exhausting. So Adam tried everything you're supposed to do, right? The phone went away an hour before bed. He tried the calm music, meditation, even counting sheep. I mean, he was following all the rules, but the frustration just kept building. Nothing was giving him any real relief. And then, just as Adam was starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, he was making a tiny bit of progress, his story took a very strange and kind of scary turn. There was this one morning where he woke up feeling different. He'd actually slept for 6 straight hours, which for him felt like this massive victory. He thought, finally, I'm getting better. He was convinced he was sleeping soundly. But his version of the night wasn't the reality. Turns out his roommate Eric had seen something that Adam had absolutely no memory of. That's what Eric told him. He said Adam just walked into the kitchen, stood there silently for a minute, and then turned around and went back to his room. Adam was just completely shocked. He had no idea. And this introduced a whole new word into his vocabulary: somnambulism. You know it as sleepwalking. So get this. The problem wasn't just that he couldn't get to sleep. His brain was also doing these complex things while he was asleep, and he was totally unaware of it. This new, kind of frightening discovery, that was the final push Adam needed. It was time to stop trying to diagnose himself with a search engine and actually go see a sleep specialist. This was a huge turning point, moving from just trying random stuff to actually building a real system. So the doctor listened to the whole story, the insomnia, the sleepwalking, and offered a professional diagnosis. He said it was likely transient insomnia, so short-term sleep trouble. And it was probably connected to his irregular college schedule and some hidden anxiety he wasn't even aware he had. The sleepwalking was likely just a symptom of that big disruption. So the doctor gave him a concrete plan. And it wasn't just a routine, it was a ritual. Each step was designed to send a really clear signal to his brain that the day was over. This wasn't about forcing sleep anymore. It was about creating an environment that gently invited it. Right around the same time, one of his professors said this in a lecture, and for Adam, it was like a light bulb went off. His goal was better sleep, right? But he kept failing because he didn't have a reliable system in place. This quote just changed his entire mindset. It was about building the foundation, not just wishing for the result. And here's where the story takes its final and honestly most meaningful turn. Adam's journey stopped being just about fixing his own problem. It became about connecting with other people. He noticed a classmate, Mina, who just looked exhausted every single day. So he took a chance and asked her about it. And he shared a little bit of his own struggle. And her response was, "I thought I was the only one." That moment of connection sparked this idea. What if he could turn his pain into a purpose by creating a simple sleep guide for other students?
And you can really see the whole transformation in his mindset right here. Sleep went from being a problem he had to fix to a relationship he needed to respect. It stopped being a personal failure and became a shared human experience. And anxiety, that turned into a source of purpose. This shift was everything. As he started a small support group on campus, this became their mantra. So many of us feel like we have to be productive enough to earn our rest at the end of the day. But what Adam and his friends learned was that rest isn't a prize. It's a fundamental human need, just like food or water. And that really is the ultimate lesson here. The chaos of his sleepless nights was a direct reflection of the stress and pressure in his daily life. He discovered that true strength wasn't about pushing harder or forcing things to happen. It was in the quiet, gentle act of learning to let go. So as we wrap up Adam's story, it leaves us with a question to think about in our own lives. What is your relationship with rest right now? Is it a battle or is it a friendship? And more importantly, what's one small, simple system you could build, maybe even starting tonight, to honor that need?